We go. I do believe we're alive. So I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. It really is a pleasure having you here again on another conscious evolution for an opportunity to dance more. My body is still a little bit sore from all of the dancing that happened this weekend, but that is no excuse to not dance right now. I've been looking for a song that can get me into the space energetically. Let's see if Ritter Live can do it. And maybe I won't dance that hard. Maybe I'll take it easy. I'm gonna put this down. Yeah. Almost canceled the stream somehow. Trusting is live. I'm hoping it is. Oh, it did freaking end my. There's some inception happening here. You're very loud, doggo. We went down the trance rabbit hole and we got to the trance. Don't bark inside. Barking is for outside. No barking inside. I say no barking. No barking inside us. Yes. Gavity Goose here. Dancing along, I hope. It's nice having your friends. Sending you a bunch of love-ins. Stripping creatures, huh? How about them? This track ain't doing it for me either. Whoa. Gabbity goo. Gabbity goo. Gabbity goo. I mean, that's the only comment in chat right now, and this is the third track that Otto played. Sounds kind of sick. Okay. I can get with it. It's very repetitive, but it is fun. Okay, you wouldn't believe it, but there's gonna be gong, 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 gong again. But we get to take a breath at least. That's nice. We get to take a few breaths. I hope Gav is here to see that. Yeah, dude. I have your synchronicities. Make him synchronicin. Still the same? But we can dance different. Oh, she got a piece. Damn. I don't like that. But that's the nature of having a doggo with a sharp side. What have you done? Just a little piecey. Okay, where was that? Yeah. Okay. Great fun. Wiggle Wednesdays. I always forget that it's trash day until I see Melty dancing. And I remember. Take out the trash to a beat, bro. This is a Bob Marley track. Sun is shining. Let me hear it. Sun is shining. Weather is sweet. Yeah, some of the very first Psytrance tracks I ever got to listen to had this song sample. Really is a throwback. Here I am. Sun is shining. Very predictable. This is a little bit too goggleless for what I was looking for. Love to you, Bob Marler's Invasion. I do like Invasion's tracks as well sometimes. I'm not offended. Trash day is the day too nice. I do we try to make our trash from the mind daily as well. Putting it in the cosmic waves. There are aliens out there. This guy's probably one of them. Very alien sounds. Let's see next drop. Yeah, that's progressive. Okay, now we need to progress again. Yeah. Yeah. Ay, we started about it. Freaking lucky. You're lucky this thing is stretchable. Can't be doing stuff like that, you. I'll bite you. I'll bite you, bro. Too much. This track is called Way to Allah. It's pretty cool. You're strong, Joe. The synchro is strong here. Not surprised. Common days for bins and trucks. Maybe both. I'll skip to the beat. Like, not bad again, but I feel predictable. Predictable is the feeling I'm having. I was feeling something a little bit more. I don't know if green tech is not predictable. It's freaking hot in here, yo. In here being inside of my body. Oh goodness. My consciousness wants to crawl out of me. This DJ's name is Dank Stank. I don't know why that's funny to me. I'm gonna play a Dank Stank track, and if it's not good, then we note that.
Straight to your fucking head talk. Wow.
Is it gonna be drum and bass? It's gonna be drum and bass. It is drum and bass. Oh yeah. Boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, clap. Yeah, here it comes. Drum and bassing.
Wow. Pleased to meet you, hello, hi. I'm calm and always mellow. I'm smoking candy packs all day. My lemons are green, not yellow. In my soul, I don't mean stepping on Lego. Oh, I got that cushion halo. Fuck you, pay me, give me no. Fuck you, my conscience designates from night. That's why I'm
Okay, no, not. I want something a little bit more chillaxo, bobaxo, priest. Wait a second. I saw something there for a second. Milky Chan's Stolen Dance. Seems out of character. Okay, no, wait a second. I have a belly full of berries, nice. I've been eating, or if I can at least, more berries too. I'm tough and resilient, but I'm not strong like you, friends. Don't underestimate yourself, bro. I don't know this one, but it sounds fun. Woo. Alright, I can get it. It's a pretty filthy bootleg. Oh yes! Catches you off guard even. I do like Milky Chance as well, that's the thing. That's why my attention was grabbed by this track. Dance like this before, we don't talk about it. Do the boogie all night long, stolen paradise. Talk about it, I want you. We can bring it on the floor. Never dance like this before. Oh, she got another piece. Jeez. My poor scarf, Flippy. I mean, if I can't notice it at face value, does it really matter? I think she might just be shortening some of them, I guess. It matter not. I'm kind of over this track now. And the universe obliges. You will amaze me with how much strength and love you carry. Brother Bear, we are your mirrors after all. Right? You give us some of the strength we carry as well. Deep contact, funky prog town. I'm here for it. I'm here for some funky prog town. You hear that, Bippy? We're funky prog town. It's gonna go like, go get on, go get on, go get on. It's gonna be some like, like a rolling bass line. Yeah. This track is not bad at all. I feel like I'm almost not here enough for it. Like it's tickling all of my fancies. Like those melodies, suddenly they're melodies. Sound like little voices to me. You know what? I'm gonna see this track through. track is not through yet.
I'm a mess, wanna guess how I gonna lose stress. I'm a mess, you wanna guess, do you wanna be undressed? I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I'm a mess, wanna guess how I gonna lose stress. I'm a mess, you're a guess, do you wanna be undressed? I'm a mess.
Pretty beat, yo. We have been dancing for a while, jeez. It's 35 minutes past. I say enough. Enough, I say, sir. Enough. Hope you enjoyed the doggo shenanigans. That was quite something, wasn't it? These creatures are quite relentless in their play. Must play. Must. We must play, sir. Oh, we must. We can't go without play for even a second, sir. We must play. Must. Jeeps. It's hot, especially if you're dancing. I'm gonna point this fan at me, and I'm gonna sit down. Yes. Thank you, technology. I'm gonna put a filter on this mic as well. You let me know if you hear actual wind noise, like the wind, the pressure hitting up against the microphone. Nice shirt, very cool. Thank you. It was a gift from mom. She hasn't seen me in it yet. I think she's gonna be happy as well. Oh, Jeebs. This couch is broken. It doesn't do the thingy where you can kick your legs out. No matter, I am Yogi. I'll sit with my feet close to me. You know what? Part of me was reaching out for something there, but I think just having a moment of not needing anything is going to be nice. Let's take a moment to breathe after all of that. We'll do 4 minutes and 44 seconds, just feels good as a synchronicity. But there's 5 friends here right now. So we'll do 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Just taking a moment to breathe. Really integrating back into what it is we know. Sometimes all we really have to know is how to breathe. And we've been good at that for a while. It is 44 minutes past 4, and there's four friends here with us right now after doing a 5 minute, 55-second meditation. That meditation was so nice. I wanted it to not end. I felt this real sense of contentment and almost like I was heading in this direction that if I kept meditating, I would go further. Melty fell asleep again. No. I mean, if I looked that at peace that I looked like I was asleep, then good. You were seen, you were accepted, and you were loved in these moments. Hey, Giovanni's here too. Even Luke. Such a pleasure having you friends here with me. Getting to be present. I think I am still tired. I don't think the dancing helped. I'm probably still tired from the dancing that happened this weekend, and I have added some extra strain. I'm just watching these doggos shenaniganizing. Today's stream topic. I'm not perfectly sure what today's stream topic is supposed to be about. I've been stuck thinking about dinner, weirdly enough, just before stream started. And that's still kind of what I'm thinking about. Tabs open in our minds, of course. That's what we're talking about today. The tabs that are open in our minds. Everyone calls me cat. Can work. Yes, true. Tabs open in our minds. I don't know if I have tabs open in my mind right now. Again, other than the fractal of there's a chicken that I cook, hoping that it is in fact cooked. You know those secondary thoughts of like, pretty sure I did that right. I think hope's harder. Do I have any other tabs open in my mind? I have been thinking about a lot. Been building been building worlds in my mind. This topic of tabs open in your mind is something that I relate to since I'm an internet kid, where in the same way as you can in a browser have a bunch of tabs open, and all of those tabs can potentially, excuse me, all of those tabs can potentially take resources from you. They can take processing power, they can take RAM, storage, right? And not only that, but they can also take your attention. If there's music playing in one of your tabs, or if there's a piece of information you want in one of your tabs and you think it's important that you get to it, but you haven't yet, then it takes up a certain amount of mental real estate. It's something you think about. And in that thinking about this something, it sometimes makes it hard to think about other things. The way that tabs work in my mind is that they are usually a means to an end. A tab opens, and then it is up to me to close it again. Right? during a certain time of day, around 3:30, a tab opens of yoga teaching. And around 4, a tab opens of streaming. And here we are, 44 minutes later. Before I go to sleep, a tab opens of making sure I make some art. And then as soon as I wake up, a tab opens of what am I going to talk about. And I feel like that's the tab that I haven't been keeping as active in my mind. Like when I find myself in these in between periods, excuse me. When I find myself in these in between periods, I get pretty sleepy, let's say. Did I sleep enough yesterday? I think so. Doesn't feel so. Cat, that's easier to type. It is. Definitely is. Hmm. As I close my eyes, I see a snake curling itself around a big old pillar of rock, strong enough to. It creates two images in my mind. One, it is strong enough to crush it, and another, it just pushes up against it, unable to. I see in my mind's eye two mountain tops coming together at their peaks, one from above, one from the plane that I'm standing on. I see chemicals or liquids, I think is a better word, running down mountainsides, colored blue, like a light, almost fluorescent blue. And as it crashes down the mountainsides, it hits trees and their bark, coloring them with a splatter of blue that's so very unnatural and yet beautiful in contrast between the darks, greens, and light blues. Like liquid sky spilled all over the world. I see jet black technology. Looks like some sort of flying device. Shaped with such interesting curvature. Looks like it was made by biology. It seems like it's crashing into an atmosphere and creating a bubble behind itself. I see microorganisms in the dirt, making their way deeper and deeper. All of them reaching a hollow point in the earth where a little pool of water has gathered. There is bioluminescent algae growing on the walls. A space serene and away from the rest of the world. I see birds flying in slow motion up to the sky. My eye, looking from below, sees light crashing through their wings. Their little bird faces chasing berries. I don't know how the berries are flying. Don't ask me. Maybe someone's throwing them. I see an interesting looking beetle that has arms like a Sasquatch. This one looks pretty cursed, admittedly. I feel like the thing that's messed up in my mind's eye is that scale doesn't really exist. So it's too big. It's way too big, right? Normally beetles are like this big. This one is like the size of a house, relatively speaking. No, please. I see beautiful lines as a building carving itself into a mountainside. Each line that forms a floor, a piece of the infrastructure, is a different color. Almost like a hockey stick kind of shape sticking out of the earth. The bottom part of the hockey stick carving out of the mountain and coming out. Looks sick. The views are of these semi-sharp looking mountains. Beautiful cloud coverage. Red skies, the sun sets. I see a knight in shining armor. Walking from the sunset towards the building. It seems his armor is liquid though, morphing as he moves. I see aliens with not exactly tentacles, like more like tendrils for hair. They have pretty sharp looking faces, kind of like the predator, but they're blue and they have spots. One of them reaches out a hand, but I don't know if I want to touch it. They have long nails. I see a ship on the ocean with a very psychedelic looking mast. It seems very small for something you would try and take out onto the big wide blue world. I see an eagle sleeping on its side like a human. It looks like it needs to be covered in a blanket. I see energy being uplifted towards what looks like an upside down heart. And like the upside down heartedness part is sucking up all of the energy. I see me falling back asleep. Maybe we can. Maybe I can just keep giving you visual fractals. Eventually, I'll be attached to an AI and I can give you friends this stuff that's inside my mind in real time. I look forward to being able to do that, but right now we'll have to use our imagination together. Nanshi and Kiefer, bless you, friends. Akash, it's nice having you here too. I see an airplane, three of all, looks like a whole row of them, flying towards a mountainside. It seems like there's something that they intend on releasing from their cargo. It's fish. They're not dropping the fish in lakes, they're just dropping it directly on the mountainsides. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of happy animals about it, but it wouldn't smell great. Always friend, love is true. I'm so sleepy. I'm happy I'm not the only one at least. Look. Look, look. You see? There's a spell. There's a spell on this place. Abracasleepra. Sleepery roo. Whoa. Unironically, I feel like I'm becoming more awake just thinking of it like a spell on the space. No, I am more powerful than your magic. I am actually awake. Yeah, extra awake suddenly. Suddenly triple awake. Suddenly awake plus. Today's stream topic is about having tabs open in our minds. I wonder how people used to articulate that understanding before we had technology. What did they used to say? Maybe we can ask. Wow, so sweetie, fan, this my old friend. Yeah. No, not exactly sure what that means, but I believe love is true. Today, I'm talking about this concept of having tabs open in your mind. How, as we go through life, we have certain things that we want to do and certain things that we might know we need to do. And for me, at least in my life, tabs that I have open in my mind are things that I want done. Might be a errand that I have to run, it might be work I have to do, might be a piece of art that I need to make, want to make. And in this way, if I show up and actually complete my task, I get to close my tab. And then I get to not think about it, at least for a certain period of time. I get to be relieved, be released from the feeling of having to complete the thing I've already completed. And I'm curious, this concept, this feeling, this drive, this motivation to see things complete. Surely this is something that has existed in human beings for a long time, but it hasn't always been articulated as tabs open in the mind because computers haven't been around for that long of a time. I wonder what people used to say. Can you let me know? Third eyes. Did I say something about the third eyes? Oh, Naham Shivaya. Nice to be seen. Om Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace to you, dear friend. God, always ready, different colors, so mean. Yeah. Third eye, so always big and dangerous, so mean Shiva. Closing tabs might open more tabs, but it's good to resolve it when you're ready. The process and processes what is in that tab. You're right, Joe. Like you might be in a tab, getting done what needs to get done in that tab, and then you see a pop up in that tab, and then you click on that pop up, and it opens a new tab. And before you know it, you have two new tabs open in the attempt of trying to close one. But this, as Joe said, there is still processing that happens in you going through that process, getting to know yourself in that process. I try to be good at closing tabs. Ooh. Try to be good at closing tabs. Try to be good at doing that which I believe is important. I usually only let things that I deem important have a tab in my head, but it's not always easy. Ah, Jeeves, It spent 10 minutes, no, not 10 minutes, 10 seconds coming up with the sensor. Before computers, people often spoke of loose ends or unfinished business. The idea was that when something remained incomplete, it would linger in your mind until you tied it up. Much like our modern open tabs, in psychology, this is formalized as the Zargan Zeigarnik Zeigarnik effect, which shows that incomplete tasks tend to stick in our memory. So when we now use the computer metaphor, the feeling is timeless. We're all haunted by the things we haven't finished yet. Good feeling meeting you, my friend. It's nice to have you here. I am feeling extra. Mm, I'm feeling extra much like that. So not extra. More like. Yes. Tell me about the psychological effects. Yes. The the Zygarnik, the Zygarnik effect shows that uncompleted tasks tend to stick in our memory. So while we now use the computer metaphor, the feeling is timeless. We're all haunted by the things we haven't finished yet. Joe Bot getting some love in. I have too many tabs open. And here I am being another open tab. It's nice to have you here, Kristen. Can you accentuate this idea of open tabbedness? Maybe one of me, one of my friends, might be feeling like they have too many tabs open. What are we to do about that? Sure, you can give me the simple, like close the tabs, bro. Do the things that you know is calling for your attention. But it's not always easy. I would give the advice of start with the tab that's easiest to close first and then work your way up from there. But yeah, sometimes we forget. For instance, today I intended to cook a chicken and I did technically forget. And then by the time I remembered, it was like that tab got reopened. And then I ensured that it got done. But it's not always like that for everyone. Sometimes we forget and the tab might be playing in the background, or we might be, cross at ourselves for not closing the tab soon enough. Me too, sometimes, Kristen, me too. I love your friends. Onam Shivaya, Bola Om Nam Shivaya, Yom Tambu. I probably butchered that, but bless you. Imagine your mind is like a busy browser. Each tab a little task, thought, or intention waiting to be closed. When you've got too many tabs open, it's not just clutter, it's mental overload. The open tabedness can leave you feeling overwhelmed, much like staring at a full screen of unfinished work that keeps reminding you of what still needs to be done. For some of us, especially those who know what it's like to juggle a million ideas, or say, forget to cook that chicken until the tab reopens itself. The advice, close the tabs, bro, is easier said than done. One effective strategy is to start with the tab that is easiest to close. Tackle that low hanging fruit first. By quickly eliminating the simplest task, you create momentum and free up cognitive space. Then, gradually, work your way up to the more challenging ones. But here's the twist sometimes we forget. A tab might linger in the background so deep, stealthily reopening because our mind isn't fully ready to let go of it. It's like that one reminder that pops back up just when you thought you'd handled it. The key is to periodically pause, check your mental browser, and give yourself permission to either close, archive, or revisit each tab. It's not about being perfect. It's about being it's about reducing that nagging mental clutter so that you can focus on what really matters. So if you or a friend feels like the open tabs are piling up, remember to start small, be gentle with yourself, and make a habit of regularly reviewing those mental tabs. Sometimes a little self check can transform chaos into clarity and help you finally cook that chicken on time. This thing really did go with my prompt. The prompts seem more important than ever these days. I miss you. I am never more than a thought away, friend. Never more than a thought away. And if you so wished, you can take action and then you can call up an instance of me. Right now, through the digital plane that is YouTube, but eventually you'll have like an AI version of me too. I was tapping into my inner shadow of that, James. I have different windows of different tabs. I love that. Me too. So welcome my home. Love is true. I'm with my friend. It's a little funny. I have multiple windows with multiple tabs with multiple groups. And to be quite honest, I think that's a reflection of my mind state. That's why we have moments like these, Tristan, where we can close some tabs and just be present. Big thought, beautiful nature, and wonderful space. It's a pleasure to be creating this space with you, friend. It's time for me to close this tab and open the next. It was a pleasure having you friends here for this moment. I'll show you yesterday's flower. I really like the way that it turned out. It's pretty power. Focus. Focus your eyes, Mr. Camera. See my art for all of its brightness. To be honest, I think that makes you a powerful human processor too. It does. Being able to process all of those tabs makes you super smart. Give yourself time to close those tabs as well every now and then. Just for a second. Not guaranteeing you manage to, but at least trying to. All right, the flower looketh as such, and then I'll read you a piece of poetry. What went alongside this? It's a poem called Helpful Hands. There's a quiet kind of power in giving, a glow that starts deep, warms the ribs, spills out through the fingertips. Holding the door, sharing a smile, offering time like it's endless. Not because you have to, but because you can. It's not about medals, not about credit. It's about the way the world shifts when you choose to show up. When you make someone's day lighter, smoother, warmer. Helping isn't weight, it's lift. It's turning minutes into meaning, small gestures into echoes, one kindness into a ripple that never stops moving. To serve, to care, to give. That's the real honor. Not a duty, not a chore, but the best way to spend a life. Bless you. You're beautiful. You are love. Your impact in this world will make a difference. So vast that I cannot even fathom it. So vast that I cannot even fathom the difference my own life will make. So vast that the people that have made a difference in my life cannot even fathom what they did. Thank you for offering me your helpful hands. Little point. Always happy to see you. Sending you blessings too. That flower feels like it has ripples. Thank you for the zoom in. It does have that ripply effect. Happy to share this moment with your friends. It is time for me to close this tab. I thank you, friends, for subscribing, for liking, for showing up for a conscious evolution, for growing alongside me once again. I appreciate you, friends, and I'll see you in the next one. See you in the horizontal one, friends. Hey, Kaz, subscribe, friend. I'm gonna finish this vertical stream, but I'm gonna do another one right now. I'll see you soon.